Alright, so every single morning, this is, as you can see, the last page in this entire journal, so I do have to probably get a new one soon, but yes, this is for now. I always start, putting the date and everything, obviously. Good morning. Today is a good day. I always got to start off with a positive note, right? Affirmations. I'll write 3 affirmations, right? I am profitable. I am a strong disciple of Christ. I'll buy my mom and dad their dream cars. Gratitude. 1, 2, 3 different things as well, thanking God for different things in my life. And then a little segment at the bottom of the journal, sometimes I talk about what I'm going through. Sometimes I just, recap the day prior and talk about it. Like whatever's on my mind, I'll typically write about it. And this one, I'm just talking about pretty much 2025 being like a crazy year of growth in my trading. And now 2026 is just going to be the year it just explodes and everything just goes off, Lord willing. So just finished up the journal, so we're done with that part. Now we're going to read a bit of the word and then spend some time in prayer, short prayer, and then, because we got to head out right now to Sam's Club. So as you can see, it is 7:16. We got to pick up the groceries between 7 and 8, so we got to kind of speed run, I'm not going to lie. Alright, so we just got over here to Sam's Club. I was not able to read the word this morning, like I said I was, so right now I'm going to read it, and then I may spit some bars in a second, so we'll see if we find anything good. Alright, so a pretty short reading this morning, and it is actually very, very impactful, and I kind of had to connect the two, right? So it says in 1 John 3, verse 11 and verse 13, it says this. Alright, it says, "For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another." Right? It says that, and then next, you skip this line, right? And then in verse 13 it says, "Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you." And to be completely honest, I don't know for sure if those two really have anything to do with each other, but in my mind, I immediately created a connection between the two. We heard from the beginning that we must love one another, right? What does it mean to love one another? To make sure that everyone knows the truth, right? And it says right below that, do not marvel. So marvel, I just looked it up. It pretty much means like, do not like wonder, like do not be in awe if the world hates you, right? And this is the thing, bro. This is the thing. When you love one another, and you tell people the truth and you call people out on their wrongdoings, right? I'm not saying to be prideful, because we also have wrongdoings, right? But, you look at these different churches. Just to say, for example, you look at these different churches in the world, right? These churches that are of the devil, and they support these different things that Christ obviously talks bad about. He talks about it, he talks against it. Right? For example, bro, LGBTQ churches, right? There is literal churches that say, oh, we love everyone, oh, we love this, we love that, But first of all, obviously, it's against God's word. You cannot deny that. You cannot deny that. Homosexuality is against God. It's against God, right? But these people don't understand that when you love someone, when you love one another, you're not loving them because you're accepting them. No. You love one another by telling them the truth because you care about them. You want them to know the truth about Christ, right? Not to follow all these false things, right? That we seem to be getting so caught up in, right? But to follow the truth because that's what saves them. If these people that are following these gay churches, whatever it may be, if they keep on following them, and we say, oh, well, we accept you, I love you. No, we don't. Love comes from the truth. Love comes from the harsh truth. I'm not going to let you continue to wallow in that sin because I accept you. No, bro, if you're my boy and you're, drinking away, if I care about you, I am not going to accept that. I'm going to call it out just like you would do for me, and that is true love. That is true love. It's not this garbage, bro, where you say, oh, I accept you. You must support and love the sinner, but hate the sin itself. So I thought that was, even though it doesn't really seem like they correlate, I just made it correlate perfectly. So I hope y'all understood something from that and gained something out of that as always. But right now, about to get the groceries, take it home, and then we have news at 8:30, so we can maybe have like a data high, data low setup, so I will be on the charts. So I'll see y'all then. Alright boys, so it ended up getting delayed. We may be here for like a whole 30 minutes, which sucks, but it is what it is. But it's kind of crazy, bro. Literally the next page, or like the same page, but it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Next page, it literally says, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. I don't know if y'all can read that. It looks kind of blurry on this thing. That's why I got to get a new camera. But it literally says in 1 John 3:18, it literally says, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. In truth. That's how you love one another, is in deed and in truth. It's not by, oh, I love you, bro, I love you, mom, you know, whatever. You know, it's about the actions, right? It's not about what people say, it's about their actions that reflect if they really love you or not, right? And also says, and in truth. The truth is love. Alright, so we just unloaded the car and everything. It's 10:31 right now. Market opened. We got no setup to the data high. Doesn't seem like, yeah, we just ripped through it off of open, but we just cooked up some food mad fast. We got eggs, beef, some dates, and a kiwi. Very simple. And right now we're going to see if we get any nice setups. So boys, so we ended up taking an L today. Pretty unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of different things that I did not like about this setup, yet I still took it. Which obviously this is an eval, but I want to pass this account by, you know, following my rules and staying patient, waiting for the high conviction setups. And this setup was one of those where I just really wasn't that convicted. I wasn't really planning on taking this trade, but you could see, here's the things that were wrong with this trade. We already took major draws, right, off of open. We had these two large 50-minute gaps as well. We did tap into this 5-minute bearish gap, right, which we got a reaction out of, and I took the short. But we were still in this 50-minute gaps, and we already failed to deliver to this new week opening gap fill. We failed to deliver to it multiple times, all the way down here, which sketches me out like crazy. I don't, this draw, wasn't the best. And you can see once we hit the draw, all the way up here, we dumped. Really slow. Price action was really weird, but we ended up getting that 5-minute gap tap right here. We tapped into it, still in these 50-minute bullish gaps as well, and then we get one really quick bearish 30-point candle. This, when I saw this, I wanted to enter the trade, so I entered. But before that, I didn't even want to take this trade. I was on my phone because I didn't want to take this 5-minute gap tap because of how many things that were wrong with it. But we got this really nice bearish candle. I entered the trade, and I told myself, okay, if we're not going to move in the next 2 minutes or so, if we don't continue delivering lower, because again, this is dog price action. We're in these 50-minute gaps, and we're slowly moving lower. We got this dump, we got this slow retrace, and a fat reaction out of it. I need to see an immediate reaction lower based on prior price action. I don't want it to chop around. We got a lot of volatility right here. I wanted to see a fat dump right here. And we never got that. I told myself, I want to go break even quickly because of those reasons, and I never went break even at this candle right here, which is completely my fault. But in general, I shouldn't have taken this trade with that many things wrong with it. I knew deep down that it wasn't that high probability of a setup, but I took it anyway, which kind of sucks. But yeah, it is what it is, bro. Right now it's Right now, trading is a bit weird. Just fully focusing on just trusting God and His process for me. But yeah, my discretion, bro, it's been growing a lot. Last week we took our first L in over 3 wins. We took 3 wins in a row. We took 2 wins last week and then 1 loss. And then the prior week we took a win. So we got 3 wins in a row and then a loss, and then this loss as well. And then Friday we had a break even, and it was A+ setup, and I just went emotionally break even. And it made no sense for me to go break even like today. Like today would have been an actual reason to go break even. But yeah, just overall really unfortunate. But my discretion is improving a lot. My understanding of the markets it's just done a complete 180 this month. So I'm thankful to God for that. But I just got to stay away from these setups that I know deep down I'm not confident in. Even though they may check off the boxes like they did today. I need to use my discretion and continue to stay out of these bad trades that I'm not really convicted in. And even if I do enter in bad trades, I need to manage them correctly. Like this trade should have definitely been a break even. But it is what it is. At least I'm growing in my discretion, and I learned another lesson today. And next time I see a similar setup like this, I'm not going to take it. So right now we're going to hit the gym, and then later we're going to actually go and box at a gym. So that's going to be pretty cool with my boys. So that'll be fun as well. So I'll see you all in a little bit. All right, boys, so we just got back from the gym, hit a nice little session, and I did some review, looked at the trade a little bit, and also talked to one of my boys, and he said, the main issue with that trade was the fact that I was targeting, the draw and liquidity wasn't good, right? And at the end of the day, bro, that's the biggest part of trading is your draw and liquidity. If you don't get that right, you're going to lose every single trade. So it was a different type of draw and liquidity. I told y'all already, even before even though he kind of brought this out beforehand, I was like, yo, like it genuinely, like I was not that confident in the setup because we continuously were failing to deliver to that low or to that, like new week opening gap fill or whatever. We failed to like deliver to it like 3 times. Pre-market, overnight, like multiple times. It was just really weird. We got really close to it, and then we just completely reversed. So I've only seen one play before play out to a new week opening gap fill. It's kind of like a fair value gap. Like you target a fair value gap, like an unfilled fair value gap, but it's like you targeting the other side of it, like the absolute close of the fair value gap. Like that's the target of the new week opening gap. I saw it play out once, one trade, and I was like, you know what, that's a good target. My old mentor told me the same thing. He said, yeah, it's a good target. But after seeing today, like, again, the main problem today was the draw and liquidity. Like, this setup was decent, but it was the draw and liquidity that was weird. So that was the biggest issue with that trade. Now looking back at it, the new week opening gap. So now, from now on, I'm not going to be targeting new week opening gap fills. I'm going to be targeting the new week opening gap if it hasn't been tapped into. But yeah, it kind of sucks that the one day that I do, the day in the life, I take an L. But it is what it is. It's part of trading. So yeah, I've been doing pretty well recently, improving a lot in my discretion, and also been taking a few losses as well. So just back and forth overall. Right now we're currently 3 for 2 the past 2 weeks. So kind of sucks. We're obviously, profiting, but yeah, like half of those trades were on paper because we were doing like a little phase. The first part of this month where I was paper trading to build my discretion, that's when I kind of really focused on discretion, was earlier this month. And bro, 21 days and I'm already this far into my discretion, bro. It's literally just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time until I can request payouts again. But yeah, that's kind of how today went overall. So we learned new week opening gap fill, that's not a target anymore. And we also just learned again, to just trust that gut feeling when I'm not super confident in a setup, and just stick with it. So yeah, kind of sucks, but it is what it is, bro. That's all I always say. It is what it is. Can't do anything about it. It's in the past. Gonna spend some time with God today, pray about it, and just continue to rely on his strength, bro. That's all I can do during this period of time. And yeah, pretty excited as well because I'm gonna literally take off the next 5-6 days of trading. I'll trade the last week of the year next week, but this week I'm done. So I'm not gonna lie, the weekly vlog might be a little weird. It might be a little dry because I won't be trading for the next few days. But I think it'll be pretty good. Because we're doing like a lot of other things outside of trading. So today we're gonna go hit the gym, go box a little bit with my boy, and so yeah, we're gonna go there in like an hour. We're gonna make some lunch and probably do a few more things, like set up the thing with like Tradeify, because I was recently partnered with Tradeify. Announced that this morning to the Discord. We have a 40% off deal with Alpha Futures using code BG, and then using code Bryson at Tradeify. Dude, like I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to be able to make some sort of income while I am figuring out trading, as well as provide y'all with crazy deals with good firms. So yeah, really excited with that. So gonna go inside, probably do a few things, set up like a new graphic banner with Tradeify and Alpha and stuff like that. So got a few more things to do with that. Post another reel, and then make some lunch, and then head out to the gym to hit bags. Cooked up some good old lunch. Same thing as breakfast, bro. Y'all may think it's like insane that I'm eating the same exact food, but bro, until you start eating like this, you will not understand how good you feel. I don't care if I have to eat this over and over and over again 3 times a day for the rest of my life. Obviously, I'm not gonna have this for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be having steaks, bro, when I'm going crazy. But yeah, bro, fruit, cholesterol, healthy cholesterol. That's all you need to actually live a healthy, good life, bro. So gonna grub on this. It's gonna taste amazing, like it always does. It never disappoints. So yeah.
I guess maybe because of the salsa crappy. Yeah. Is it recording? Zero calories for alcohol. Zero calories. Type 2 diabetes. It's 15. I think I'm going to I think I'm going to I'm trying to order. Shoot up. Then shoot up and down. 2 hours. Shoot over, Jimmy. I don't wrestle. Oh, this is a nut tap. How does that hurt? Someone's out there. Hold that. Oh, you're on? I forgot you were quick. I couldn't submit.
Alright boys, so we just got back. Loki kind of went crazy. We were only there for like an hour, like ish. So got a nice little workout in over there, pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, bro, that's the first time I ever hit like an actual solid bag. The bag that I have in there, it sways back and forth, so it's really, really hard to like hit combos and stuff. It's not solid. If I hit it, it'll sway back, so I can't do combos. So going there for the first time and hitting an actual like real bag, bro, it felt amazing. I could really just go crazy, so really had fun. But yeah, right now we're going to post the last reel of the day, which is going to be a third reel today. Gonna post the last reel for today, do a little recap on the TikTok, edit it and everything, and post it across all the platforms pretty much. And then after that, we do have to journal our trade. We have to post like 6 more stories on Instagram, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, just finished up those, and then yeah, obviously continue to film this vlog. So yeah, right now I'm gonna actually work on this, do a little recap. It might take like 5 or 10 minutes. Edit it may take another 5 or 10 minutes, so not too long, but let's cook up. So it was about 20-25 minutes later. Lucky that one kind of took a while, but we ended up posting it. Those are uploading right now, and then right now we are going to actually journal the loss. Always got to make sure you're journaling, bro. Do not miss out on your journaling. Don't be that guy. You have to learn from your losses, and it's so annoying, bro, but the way that I end this week off, because again, I'm not really trading the rest of this week. I'll be trading the last week of the year, but not this week. The way that it ended off is me taking a trade to a draw on liquidity that's not even valid with my model. So I thought, it was okay, but it's kind of up in the air. And I just heard my mentor say it beforehand, but again, I'm not even listening to him anymore. I'm on my own discretion. So definitely not targeting draw or new week opening gap fills anymore. So stupid, like not a good draw at all. So it's like, again, it's literally the same thing as targeting like a fair value gap, like the end of a fair value gap, instead of actually targeting the fair value gap itself. Like targeting the new week opening gap itself is fine, that's an A+ target, but when you target the end of it, it's like targeting the other side of the fair value gap. Like no one does that. So just a small little lesson I needed to learn. So like, again, like if I saw this trade tomorrow, I would never take it. Because this one's just, again, fully just a draw liquidity issue. So pretty annoying, but it is what it is. Learn from the loss, whatever. But yeah, gonna journal this. Always journaling, and keeping, making sure that I am remembering and learning from the losses that I am taking, or in the wins that I'm taking, and the break evens that I'm taking. So we're gonna do that. And then we got a few more things to do, but I'll see y'all. Also, guys, it's absolutely crazy, bro. This clip I posted 2 days ago, bro. 2 days ago. And it has 290,000 views. My biggest video yet. And cheer up Twin Jesus' birthday this week. With me dancing in the background. That blows up. That gets 16,000 shares. I guess, bro. So right now I'm in trial reels. I'm trying to spam different ideas, like the same thing pretty much. Trial reels is the method. If you get like an idea that blows up, just continue to run it up. Just change the captions, change the music. So I'm doing that. I'm so far bringing in 4,000 views is pretty good. I posted it like an hour ago, so not bad. I'm gonna continue to do that. See if I can find another one that blows up through trial reels. because that pretty much sends the videos, your reels, not to your audience but to new audiences. So pretty cool. Been using that, and that's how I've been able to grow pretty nicely. But also in the process of switching my code to code Bryson instead of code BG. So they said they're going to fix it up in the next 24 hours for me to be able to do that. Have code Bryson on both platforms, Tradify and Tradify and Alpha Futures. So that's going to be nice as well. But yeah, just posted a few more stories. A few more stories for the day. I don't know if I'm at 15 yet or not. That was my goal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I got 3 more. So I'm going to get those done and then do some of my do some ankle stretching, bro, because my ankles pronate inwards, and I'm getting barefoot shoes for Christmas, so it allows your feet to have more room to move. Right, modern day shoes, they cramp in your feet, which is why you look at the average person and their feet are caved in. Right, they're kind of pointy. That's not healthy. That's not the way it's supposed to be. You look at our ancestors, even like 200, 300 years ago, and they weren't wearing these super cramped up shoes. They were wearing flip flops or whatever, and they have very spaced out toes. Right, it's not very appealing. I mean, it's better than a freaking penciled for your feet, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like, you want to have healthy feet. Having that cramped in feet and being in cramped in shoes, it's going to lead to future problems. And for me, having those cramped shoes and having that support in your feet that everyone tells you is good, and the comfy cushion in your feet and the support on the sides, that's what's leading to my pronation inwards, where my ankles are going inwards when I stand. It's because they're weak. And I've been relying on the cushion and the support for so long. So I'm getting barefoot shoes. Like, the end of the shoe is like a lot bigger, so your feet actually have room to move, or your toes, I guess you would say. So pretty cool stuff. I'm getting that for Christmas, I believe. So yeah, every single day I've been doing ankle stretches and training. So all I do is 3 calf raises with no weights, and then 3 adjusters, kind of like where I go flat feet, and then I kind of go up a little bit, flat feet up a little bit, and just like try to really just slow it down. And it's helped me slowly but surely kind of transition out of the pronated ankles all the time and having actual straight feet, straight ankles. So I'm working on that. So I got to do that after posting a few more stories. And then I might actually, before I head out, because I'm going to go and eat with my sister and her boyfriend. We're going to go out to eat at this one place. So I'm going to get some sort of meat or something like that, obviously. And then after that, we're going to go watch a movie, which I haven't done in forever. So we're going to go do that. Pretty eventful day, I'm not going to lie. Typically, it's not like this. But we're pretty much finishing off the work day, most likely around 5 o'clock. Right now, it's 4 o'clock. So, gonna get a few of these things done, post a few more reels on the trial reel stuff, and then I'll probably pick up the camera again. Hey. Come here. Alright boys, so we just finished up the movie. We are now on the way home, in the Whippington right now. But that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's video. Not really much, as you obviously saw, we did take the L, which is pretty unfortunate. But it is what it is. We learned from it. Again, it's just a really stupid loss today. Learned something very simple, which is to not target Newegg opening gap fills. So it is what it is. But yeah. So hopefully, other than that, boys, y'all enjoyed the vlog, little day in the life action. So as always, guys, use code BG at Alpha Futures checkout if you want the best discounts. Right now, it's 40% off for the next 3 days using my code. And also, if you want to use my code Bryson at checkout for any Tradeify accounts, that will support me as well. So I appreciate all you boys for watching this video. If you want to join the Discord as well, that'll be left in the description. But other than that, boys, God bless, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.